And welcome to the finals of the MOOMBA Masters for 2013, brought to you from Melbourne, Australia. Special thank you to Nautique, our tournament towboats, and the Victorian Water Ski Association. Well, a big crowd expected today on the Yarra. Warm weather should lead to some pretty red-hot performances. Joining me in commentary will be Jared Fayaro. And Jared, a big day expected on the Yarra today.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. We have plenty of action to come here from the Yarra River, and of course, bringing to you here, we'll have the women's tricks, the men's tricks, we'll have the women's and men's slalom event, the exciting women's and men's jump event to round out the afternoon, the wakeboarding.
Well, a big program, and we're opening with women's trick final, and Michelle Bryant from Australia, pass number 1.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. Here we go, starting with a rope on toe. So all of these trick skiers get a 20-second passes to complete as many tricks as they possibly can, and here she goes. Michelle Bryant heading in towards the final few moments of this trick pass, using the wakes now, getting right over that line. That's what we call a ski line. Looking good is Michelle Bryant, just cruising through the last few seconds, throwing some tricks down right at the end. Beautiful pass from Michelle Bryant.
A good rope on toe pass there from Michelle. Well, Michelle, an Australian team member many times over, and also a past MOOMBA champion. Now, let's see what she can do on a hand pass. This is the one where she holds a rope in her hand, and in this pass, there's a lot of very difficult high point scoring flips. Well, she's just started them there. Well, as the clock ticks down, Michelle Bryant really piling on the points, and this is looking good for a big score, Jared.
Yeah, just towards the end of this run, goes from the back to back, just falling right near the end of her trick pass there, Rob.
Well, bad luck there for Michelle, but now we move to competitor number 2, Whitney McClintock from Canada, defending champion. This is her rope on toe pass. Well, she's a past world champion as well, so Whitney McClintock, the Canadian, really bringing some high point scoring credentials into this women's tricks event.
Yeah, so here she goes. Using the rope now, there's a nice little Waco, toe Waco. Now into the ski lines, back over that line. Look at the ski all the way over that trick rope. Looking towards the end of this run now, throwing some final just falling late there. Whitney McClintock on pass number 1.
Well, difficult tricks, as you mentioned. With those toe lines and ski lines, the ski has to pass over the rope during the execution of the trick. Okay, we move to France now. Clementine Lucine, the only woman in history to trick over 10,000 points. So Clementine really trying to stamp her mark on this event. A crisp and sharp and very fast-moving rope-on-toe pass for Clementine.
Yeah, she's using the wakes now back into those ski lines, as we mentioned. She's piling on the points now, heading into the last few seconds. And nice start there from Clementine Lucine. We'll bring her pass number 2 from the city end.
Yeah, all the tricks looking very clean too, because you've got to get the air and the clearance over the wake to receive credit from the judges. Well, this is the hand pass. Opens with a number of ski lines. They're big points. Very physical tricks too. But no problem for Clementine. These are the hand tricks, the flips. And from a back to front flip, turns to the back. That's a full twisting back to back. Huge points for Clementine Lucine from France. Oh, and just goes down on the last trick. But great stuff there. And that should be a pretty good score there for Clementine Lucine.
Yeah, we move now to France with Marion Mathieu, opening pass with a rope on toe. See what she can do here. We've just seen Clem post a big score. Needs to stand up this opening pass. Of course, 20 seconds she has to cram as many tricks as she can. Heading down now, using the wake now. Back into the ski lines, looking good. Is Marion Mathieu throwing some last final tricks down in the ski lines, throwing some back-to-backs to finish pass number 1.
Well, France with a hugely strong contingent here this year, and let's see what Marion can do on her second pass. This is the hand pass. Generally scores a little more points than the toe pass, but she obviously has to do everything cleanly and receive credit from the judges. Now she sets up for her first flip. Absolutely ideal conditions here on the Yarra as Marion Mathieu eyeing off the wake. A back to front flip. Came up a little short, probably cost her a bit of time, but and just bobbled on the wake, but got away with that one, and she'll receive credit. So a good score to come through for Marion Mathieu from France.
Here we go from one French competitor to the next, and it is Iris Cambrai coming in from the Melbourne city end. She's coming in, of course, with a rope on toe, electing to do a hand pass to start, but here we go with a rope on toe on pass number 2, using the wakes now. She's a very fast tricker, is Iris. See what she can do here at the MOOMBA Masters for 2013, using the wakes now. Nice little toe-o, now into the ski lines, heading into the last few seconds of this trick one. Needs to throw some big points if she's going to chase down our current leader. She throws some final tricks. There's a stand-up pass there from Iris Cambrai from France.
Yes, and all those tricks nice and neat and tidy, I may say, but now the pocket rocket from the USA. Erica Lang. Well, Erica Lang is our top seed. She's last off the dock, and look at the air and the clearance she gets. She's the reigning world under-17s champion, and now moving into the big league is Erica Lang, and this is delightful tricking. The low centre of gravity she keeps. Now into the ski lines, and a great opening hand pass for Erica Lang from the USA. Pops the handle. Little bit of disappointment there, but I still would think that's going to be a pretty high score. Now she comes back on the rope on toe pass.
Yeah, it's right, Rob. She had a beautiful opening pass, just falling quite late on her first one, but now she has the rope on toe. Let's see what she can do. Needs to put a big score and make sure she can put all of these tricks into this run. Looking good now, using the wakes.
Gymnastics background too, and you can see that as she works that ski and that toe line. Oh, toe line to the back, just caught a little on the top of the wake, but she's still trying to pile on those points as 20-second ticks away, and Erica Lang looks pretty happy with the result there. Great skiing for the American.
Now we go to the scoreboard. In first place, Erica Lang from the USA, Marion Mathieu from France, and Clementine Lucine also from France.
Now the men's trick final. Top 8 in all, and Jimmy Seamers from the USA, our opening competitor, electing to start with the rope on toe pass. Some high point scoring tricks to start with. Pops to the front. Now some quick, crisp surface turns. Getting credit for all of those. And now Jimmy Seamers, that toe wako, the toe line. Oh, so the toe lines are big points. And as the clock ticks, Jimmy Seamers really firing and just hangs onto that last trick. But a brilliant toe run for the opening competitor.
Yeah, that was a beautiful opening pass there from Jimmy Seamers from the USA. Let's see what he can do now with a hand pass. Doing the flips. Now these are big points. Front flip. Looking good in the back landing. Using the wakes of the beautiful ski nautique. Cruising through this pass. Needs to put some pressure on the 7 competitors still to come. Jimmy Seamers from the USA. Oh, just falling late there on pass number 2.
Oh, that'll be disappointment there for Jimmy Seamers. Oh, that's worth a lot of points, that ski line 5 that he fell on. Now we move to one of the legends of Australian tournament water skiing, Australian tournament captain, Ryan Green. Okay, Ryan opening with his rope on toe pass. Very solid performer is Ryan Green. Knows every drop of this Yarra River as he does a difficult toe line 5 there. Still piling on the points, and Ryan Green stands up the 20 seconds. Well, he should be pretty happy with that opening rope on toe pass, Jared.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. The superstar from Western Australia comes to MOOMBA every year. Loves the conditions here on the Yarra. But here we go. See what he can do. Needs to put some big points to put himself onto the podium this year at the 2013 MOOMBA Masters. Here we go, Ryan Green into the flips, from the front to front landing. Beautiful now, into the back landing, back to the reverse back landing. Let's see what we can do now, back to back. Beautiful tricking here, Ryan Green from Australia.
Oh, he's always so solid, is Ryan Green. But now we move to the current world overall champion from the Czech Republic, Adam Sedlmeier. And most of these guys, well, all of them so far have opened with their rope on toe pass. And Adam Sedlmeier doing exactly that. Now, 2 20-second passes, as we've mentioned. Looking neat and tidy as Adam Sedlmeier. Just lost a little bit of ground there, but quickly put it back together. Their toe lines, they're worth a lot of points. Oh, and Adam Sedlmeier getting a little crossed up at the end of the toe pass. Well, that'll be disappointing because that will be costly. Now, Javier Julio from Argentina opens with a rope on toe pass and gets a little out of shape and unfortunately falling there. Well, disappointment for Javier Julio from Argentina. Unfortunately, no chance to podium in this trick finals.
Javier Julio from Argentina. But we move now to Belarus, and is Herman Beliaku starting, of course, with that rope on toe. Looking good. Crisp tricking out here. Now into the O's and the 540s and 720 spins on top of the water. Now using the wakes. Into the ski lines now. Piling on the points is Herman Beliaku from Belarus. Looking good. Staying in control of the ski line in the middle of the boat. Oh, it looks good for an opening pass. Herman Beliaku from Belarus.
Well, Herman Beliaku, a guy who's really matured lately because in 2007 he hit the world scene as a 16-year-old trick skier. And just look at the height that he gets off the wakes on these ski lines. So much control there for Herman. Now moves into flips. Oh, they look effortless, but he's piling on the points now. This should be a big score from Herman Beliaku. He's got to stand up, though, for the full 20 seconds. No doubt on getting the credit. A little bit of a wobble there, but he gets away with it. And oh, once again, well, the pressure of the final falling on the last trick, as so often we've seen today. Gee, this is turning into an extremely tight MOOMBA Masters final.
Yeah, that's right. We go from Belarus all the way back to Australia, and we have the under-17 world champion Josh Bryant on the water now from Albury Wodonga. See what he can do here at the MOOMBA Masters trick final. He's a very fast tricker, especially on toes. He's Josh Bryant. Now into the ski lines. We want to see him do well here, this 17-year-old from Australia. Let's see what he can do. He's looking good, using the wakes now, throwing the ski lines down, hitting the last few seconds here of the trick run, and puts the hands up in the back position. Looks good, Joshy Bryant.
Well, he still has his hand pass to come, but remember, he's the under-17 world trick and overall champion, Josh Bryant, so comes in with great credentials into this event. And look at how light he is on his feet as the Nautique towing him down the course here, and Josh Bryant, now the flips, putting on some brilliant point scores here as Josh Bryant just nearly caught the wake there, but got away with it, and down to his last trick, the ski line fobble. If that's in time, that's a big score too for Australia's Josh Bryant.
And we stay with Australia, and now is Joel Wing coming in. A little bit of a shaky start here for Joel with a rope on toll. Needs to stay cool, calm and collected if he wants to podium here in the MOOMBA Masters trick final for 2013. Here he goes now, uses the wake. Piling the points now with the ski lines. Looking good is Joel Wing from Australia. Can he hold on and put himself onto the podium? Joel Wing, oh, nice first pass there from the superstar from Australia.
Yeah, but that rope on toe 7 at the beginning though, Jared, it has to be a continuous spin, so surely that's going to be costly. What can he do in his hand pass? Ski line 5 to the back to front. Now ski line, that's a 360, ski line back to back. Now into his flips, the front flip, that's a difficult one. Just sits back a little on the land, it'll cost him a fraction of time, but he's really got to get flowing now. The Australian second top seed, let's see what he can do, Joel Wing. He's going to throw a mo by the looks, and he does, and his last flip, well, if that's in time, that'll be a big score, and maybe he's just a little bit disappointed because he knows that opening toe trick could be costly in the end.
And we move now to our final competitor here in the men's trick final. From Belarus, it is Alexei Janasek, of course, the world record holder. Makes his pilgrimage here to the MOOMBA Masters each year. Is the only event that he competes in here at the MOOMBA Masters, so wants to do well here, Alexei Janasek. Into the flip sequence now, looking good, needs to post a big score if he wants to be onto the podium. Needs to Alexei Janasek just falling.
Well, in the end, disappointment there for Alexei Janasek from Belarus. And the results come through. Third place from Australia, Ryan Green. Taking out second, rounding up for the Aussies, Josh Bryant. But the winner from Belarus, Herman Beliaku. And stay with us, there's more MOOMBA Masters finals after the break.